Monaco, the Millionaires' Playground, is an appropriate venue for a game that'll generate a fortune for the winners. With each point valued at £200,000 and home advantage in the semi-final, there's more than just pride at stake here. Monaco are already in the money. They only got into the competition by default. They never expected to get this far. And tonight, their magnificent stadium is full for the first time this season. Their team's doing badly in the French league, but they come alive for these big European nights, and they've got some top-quality players like Belgium's World Cup captain Schifo and Germany's star striker Klinsmann. But Barcelona, European champions 2 years ago, need only a draw to win the group, and you've got to be an international just to get on their subs bench. They're unbeaten in 5 Champions League games, including a 2-0 victory against Monaco in Spain in December, when their winger Begiristain scored both goals, and he doesn't even make the starting lineup tonight. The selection of Brazil's Romario and the Bulgarian Stoichkov in attack shows that Barcelona have come here to win. The referee is Ion Crăciunescu from Romania. Well, it's a lovely evening in Monaco's state-of-the-art stadium here on the banks of the Mediterranean, and with both teams already certain of places in the semi-final, we should get an exhibition of relaxed quality football despite the big incentives for the winners. Monaco wear red and white. Barcelona, who've got a huge following here, by the way, in green. Nadal with the first clearance for them. Boquero in midfield, and Romario on that far side. Amor keeping possession for Barcelona, who are 3 points behind in the Spanish league at the moment, behind La Coruña, and a mistake there by their goalkeeper Zubizarreta, who has not had the best of seasons and has actually been dropped for the first time in 4 years, and he was unsettled there by the presence of so many Monaco players bearing down on him that he got the kick all wrong. Out by Guardiola. Nice little ball to Ivan. Stoichkov. Haven't seen too much of him in the opening few minutes, but I've no doubt we will. And that was an excellent ball. Sergi played it in behind Amor. Thuram intercepts. Marco dropping deep, and in the end giving the ball away. Stoichkov couldn't make any progress, but he has won the throw-in. A risky throw, that, and it got the fate it deserved, I think, although they won it back with Amor. Sergi on the far side. Headed away by Dumas. Guardiola. Looks for Stoichkov on the Barcelona right. And Stoichkov goes down rather theatrically, as is his wont, without doubt. Another dramatic sort of player, the Bulgarian international. And Petty got the better of him then. And Koeman couldn't quite reach his man then. And Klinsmann is completely unmarked here in the middle. And it comes to Klinsmann. Great chance! What an opening that was for Jürgen Klinsmann. One of the most feared strikers in European football, curses himself, and well he might. This was a great opportunity to give Monaco the lead. He'd done the hard bit, but the shot curled wide of the post. And once again, Barcelona's defence were nowhere to be seen then. Look how much room and time Klinsmann had. Should have scored. And Zubizarreta must have been shown the yellow card then. I'm not quite sure why, but the Barcelona keeper apparently cautioned by the Romanian referee. Maybe something he said. There's Schifo. Klinsmann again a target in the middle. Marco is on the near post as well. He tried to curl it in himself. Wasn't a bad effort. Petit wins it back. As we see again, that save from Zubizarreta. Amor. Puel with the interception this time. Schifo gets it back to Blondeau. Thuram. Mario closes down the space. This is Dumas. The Monaco spectators getting frustrated that their team didn't play the ball forward more quickly then. Guardiola does just that, and Stoichkov's onside here. Great chance for Barcelona. That's how you put them away. Brilliant finish by Stoichkov. Jürgen Klinsmann, take note. Eteri beaten, and Stoichkov had his own goalkeeper and captain celebrating at the other end of the field. It was a glorious through ball by Guardiola. Strong suspicion that Stoichkov was offside, and while the Monaco defenders stood and appealed, Stoichkov got on with the business he knows best, and that's his 5th goal in the competition this season. You cannot give this fellow that kind of room. Left foot or right, it wouldn't have mattered to him. Jürgen Klinsmann will be even more annoyed now about his own earlier miss. As the residents of the Tribune of Honour, as they call it here, deliberate that unhappy start for Monaco. Dio winning it back though. Schifo, Klinsmann back against Schifo. That's a great effort. Well, Zubizarreta was almost caught out then. He couldn't really have expected Schifo to hit the ball so quickly here. I think he thought he'd take it down and go forward, but he hit it first time, and Zubizarreta had some problems keeping it out. And Zubizarreta completely beaten by that flick on again then. He looks very unsettled at the moment. Nedal has given it away to Klinsmann. What an error that was. And he can thank his lucky stars that Koeman was in the right place to hide his embarrassment for him. Klinsmann could not have believed that the ball would be presented to him in those circumstances. He was so casual there, Nedal. And so was Klinsmann, it has to be said, who's had 2 great chances now and failed with them both. And Nedal and Zubizarreta just haven't got their act together at the back. The Spanish shrug from Zubizarreta, but he has to really take the blame for those incidents. Mario. Iman. It's Monaco's throw, though. Klinsmann marking him very tightly. And Koeman, in the end, to struggle really just to give away the throw-in. He's under a bit of pressure there, the Dutchman. An obvious foul by Nedal into the back of Djorkaeff. And there it is again, in Technicolor. Petit will take the free kick. Looks for Klinsmann perhaps. And coming in behind everyone was Marco. Not really picked up and not really making the most perhaps of the opportunity. Petit's free kick. If they thought it was Klinsmann who was going to provide the big danger, they were wrong. A long run from the back by Nedal, and he's gone a little too far. Djorkaeff. Marco, that's a terrible ball. And that's almost released in time for Romario, who just gave up on it. I think if he'd kept going there, the Brazilian, he might have reached that. It's been that kind of half for Barcelona. Sometimes they've looked rather disinterested, and I've no doubt Johan Cruyff will have a few things to say to them about that attitude. Monaco have won a free kick here, as we've had about a minute and a half of stoppage time added by referee Crăciunescu. Dumas, great ball, Petit. Again, he just delayed the cross too long perhaps. He's got a corner out of it, but they had Klinsmann and Djorkaeff well placed then. So a corner in stoppage time for Monaco. A very good header as well from Klinsmann. well to come across the defender and win that, but the angle was always going to be difficult for him to get the ball on target here. Still a very good player in the air though, Klinsmann. Kero wins the header. Thuram with the clearance. And on it goes again towards Ikpeba. Koeman got a foot there, and the goalkeeper won't be able to pick this one up. And he didn't make the best job of it, Zubizarreta. However, the referee has given the free kick against Ikpeba. Well, I thought he was perfectly entitled to go for that myself, and his foot was no higher than Zubizarreta's. Here's Klinsmann. Ikpeba's made an immediate difference, it seems, to Monaco. He's been involved in both the attacks so far they've mounted. Here's Thuram now, and Blondeau. Klinsmann. Chance for Klinsmann. Well blocked by Koeman. And Barcelona continue to live very dangerously indeed at the back. They've conceded an enormous number of goals for them in the Spanish league this season, Barcelona, and at times tonight you can understand why. They've not been at their best, but Monaco have not been able to punish them. Perhaps Blondeau can. No, neither him nor Yorkev could make the most of that opening. Guardiola with the long ball. Thuram has Stoichkov right in behind him, and Eteri just about made it. Oh, that was close. Well, it's a lively start to the second half anyway. Let's hope it continues in this way. At times it was a rather dull opening half. Schifo enlivened it with his skills, that's for sure. And he'll have a crack here. The linesman, out of your picture shot, had signalled an offside, not against Schifo, but against one of his partners here, as he unleashed that left foot shot. Well saved by Zubizarreta. Here's Thuram, looking for Ikpeba. Klinsmann over his own head, and Juan Carlos had to get there first and got a little crack on the ankle as he headed it behind. On the other side of the ground, this is how it looked. Still a foul. The referee didn't give it. Koeman with the header. It was a strange one. He had to get there first, but headed it back across the face of his own goal, and then Stoichkov could do no better. It comes to Schifo. Ikpeba up there. Klinsmann again. And Ikpeba. It just wouldn't drop where those two strikers wanted it. And that's been the story of Monaco's night. At least they're playing better, though. And at the moment, they're playing better than Barcelona. There's Koeman for the Spanish team. Ivan with a little layoff to Guardiola. Sergi. Schifo. Lovely play. Good ball too. Blondeau. Flicked away by Nedal. Juan Carlos completes the clearance. Guardiola forward. Now then, Romario. Well, Juan Carlos got the through ball, all wrong. And Monaco get possession again, and there's an air of inevitability about the play at the moment. Monaco seeing a lot of the ball, and not looking particularly bright when they have it. Let's see if Amor can get Barcelona moving forward more purposefully. Almost found Romario. That was a good interception by Thuram. Barcelona's throw-in. Yo. Ikpeba well placed here. And in behind him is Yorkev. That's a good save. And Koeman once again is on hand to come to Barcelona's rescue. Unlucky there, Yorkev. It was arguably the best shot of the match, and Zubizarreta had to really stretch to keep it out. It was going away from him. Couldn't hold it. and Koeman completed the job for him. And Zubizarreta found the corner, dropping just where he wanted. Excellent effort this, though, but we've waited a long time for one. Ivan. That's brilliant play by Ivan. Did really well then, and was certainly foul, but the referee said play on quite rightly, and Romario's in a great position here. And would you believe his partner in crime, Stoichkov, couldn't find him. That was the one really clear-cut opening that Barcelona have had in this second half. Stoichkov looked to pick out the Brazilian. The goalkeeper made sure he couldn't. Payback. Klinsmann continues his run forward, and the substitute Perez on the edge of the box as well. Yorkev turned inside beautifully and is tripped quite deliberately to earn the free kick as we move into stoppage time. He's been far and away the most dangerous of the Monaco forwards in this match. Yuri Yorkev. Easy to see why he's far and away their leading scorer this season, even ahead of the likes of Klinsmann. So can we have a little bit of last-minute drama here, I wonder, in a game which has produced very little, in all honesty. Zubizarreta lines up the defenders as Schifo, Klinsmann and Yorkev himself stand over the ball. Looks like it could be a special from Schifo. How special, I wonder? He sets it up for Yorkev instead. And would you believe, right at the death, we almost had a goal. Well, the spectators behind that goal thought that had gone in. And that would have come 2 minutes into stoppage time. The deflection took it away from danger. And Barcelona have dealt capably with the corner. What on earth was Stoichkov doing then? I know he had to knock it out of play, but there's no need to almost decapitate the spectators at the back, and Cruyff shakes his head and said, don't ask me, I can't work him out. I spent 4 years trying to understand him. That's it. It ends in a suitably bizarre fashion. A match, really, that had apathy written all over it. I'd like to think that had they been playing for a place in the semi-finals rather than the right to lead the group, we would have seen a much better game than that. But it was the kind of fixture, really, which makes you question whether the Champions League is necessarily everything it's cracked up to be, because there was an air of inevitability about it almost from the start. But Barcelona have won. They won the group. They have a home advantage in the semi-finals, and they'll play an awful lot better than this. Final score, Monaco 0, Barcelona 1.
So Barcelona convincing winners of Group A, and in tonight's other match it finished Galatasaray